One thing that people would like to know is like what's the current setup, and also what were the conditions, and if there's any upgrades on the bike. So first, I'll talk about the upgrades. I want to point out that this is not the OEM slip-on that comes with the bike. People who have this bike, they know that the GSX comes with a pretty like non-restrictive slip-on. So this is a slip-on that it's a Danmoto slip-on for a CB. I think it's a the naked version of the CB500F Honda. So it's not even designed for the bike. I just like put it in just to make it sound different. But I really don't think that I'm getting a lot of like power gains based on that slip-on alone. As you can see, I still have the OEM canister. So I have all the restriction. It's completely full. It's not gutted. So I don't think I have any exhaust upgrades. But the only upgrade that I do have, it's a Heel-Tech quick shifter, which is standalone. So there's no power commander or anything handling or managing the quick shifter. So it's a Heel-Tech quick shifter that's run by a sensor on the other side, and I also have a different gearing. So those are the only upgrades. Aside from that, I don't have any reflash. I have full weight. I have my radar. I had everything on it the day I was racing. Alright, so that was my first time actually going to the track. A couple of things that I learned while at the track is, it's like if it's your first time, it's very hard to stay focused in only work on your strategy. Like it was very easy for me when I got on the line for the first time. I saw a Mustang, and automatically my head is thinking, oh, I want to beat the car. But this wasn't even racing. This is a test and tune at the track, so everybody's under mindset of trying to check, how the cars are running in preparation for a race or anything like that. But in my case, automatically I went into racing mode, and to my surprise, that was actually not a good strategy, because I ended up short shifting all the shifts, which I'm gonna show in the video. That's fantastic, but for this bike I knew that was horrible. So when I came back, I thought about, what are you doing? You want to improve your time, so you just have to pay attention to what you're doing. Shift points, you're like getting out of the line, your 60 foot, your stuff like that. So you don't want to think about the car on the side. So that actually helped me a lot. I ended up doing 9 passes, and I went from a 12.0 to a 10.5. 10.5 was actually my last pass of the night. So super happy, because I've seen on the web that people are actually somewhere between the 10.7, like 10.8 range, type, more or less. So I was very happy to see a 10.5. I know elevation, weight, a lot of things comes into play. So I'm just happy that I was able to progress. And if I remember correctly, I started at a 12.0. I went back to my second pass, I think it was 11.2. Then I broke into the 10s, 10.9, 10.7. I did a couple like 10.6s, and then finally I got my 10.6. And in between I got 11 something, because I was fighting on wheelies, because I was trying to improve my 60 foot, but it didn't work. So what's next? Or actually, let me go back to what I learned. So I learned that in order for me to, I think after I saw all my passes, and when I got my 10.6, my 10.5, I was in between 10.5 and 10.6 for my last, I think, like five passes. I was thinking to myself, I either ran out of skills, or I ran out of like power or stuff that I can do to the bike with my current setup. So I decided that for now, I'm not gonna go crazy trying to change the exhaust or refresh my computer or doing stuff like that. I think that I'm potentially just going to try to improve my skills by trying to lead the line a little bit harder, but I know that I'll be fighting wheelies. So what I want to do is strap the front end by just buying one of those like straps and strapping the bike down to ensure that I'm not going to be popping wheelies, and trying to improve my 60s. So my 60s, based on my current setup, like this is a very short wheelbase bike. So automatically when you get on it, like she just wants to come up. So I knew that my best strategy for now will be just to get straps if I want to get quicker off the line. My 60 foots were very consistent at the end on the 1/8, and I know that's not great, but that's the best I could do in order for me to like try to like get quicker, or trying to stay down with my wheel down, but really being able to like go through all my shift without having to be fighting wheelies and having to pedal it or to stop, you know, the throttle action. So in terms of the conditions, the night was dry. It was about 50 degrees. Like I think it was in between like 50 and 60. Very quickly at night it was getting, I think, closer to the 40s. But so fairly cold. I think the track was good. I'm not an expert doing burnouts, but it worked out for the most part. I was able to put a few of them and kind of like build some heat on the tire. Since I rode to the track and back, I didn't want to go crazy lowering the pressure, the air pressure on my rear tire. So I took a gas and I dropped a few pounds, and I think I was in the mid like 35, or anywhere from like 32 to 33 when I raced that night. And then in addition to that, I think that the track elevation is around like 3,000 feet elevation above sea level. So that should give you an idea of, you know, more or less what was the situations and the conditions I was riding. So, and I guess other things that I wanted to mention is I'm using my daily tires. So these are Bridgestone's Badwax S21s. That I lower the pressure on the rear just to raise, like I mentioned, between 32 and 33, so that's about what it is. Aside from that, I think that's everything done to the bike. I don't have any other upgrades, like nothing to, like I still have both of my calipers. I don't have any intentions to like remove any calipers or rotors for now, just to make the bike lightweight or anything. That's not my intention for now. I'm nothing against it, but for now I really gonna try to improve my skills. I'm trying to walk away or not going crazy with a lot of modifications, because I really want to improve my skills, and I don't want like any modifications making me faster without me understanding that I'm actually to the limit where I feel like I know exactly what I'm doing.